Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Ready to go.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's do the news.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
News break.
Where are we here? A big night for Shania Twain tonight. Shania Twain's been on a heater. She just did all those shows with Harry Styles and Wembley, like massive shows.
Yeah, big up Shania.
And tonight in Toronto, there's a bar in Toronto called the Horseshoe Tavern, and it's legendary. It's been around since, I think, like the 40s. And Tragically Hip launched there, Blue Rodeo launched there, Bare Naked Ladies launched there. It's a really small place. Like, I think with staff, it's 400 people. So when you go and see a show there, I think maybe like 350.
Acoustically, it's amazing.
It's incredible. It's just a great place. And the thing with Shania Twain is that when Shania Twain was starting out, she never got to play there because as she says, when she was starting out, she was never big enough to play there, right? And then we all know what happened to Shania Twain, which is she
Global
just
superstar.
shot into the stratosphere, and then, of course, she became too big to play there. So
she belonged to the world.
all these years later, Shania is doing a gig tonight.
Oh, my God, that must be a dream come
at the
true for
Horseshoe.
her.
She said, I've never made it to the Horseshoe. I was never big enough or known enough to sing there. I remember the bands I was in, we would have dreamt to have played the Horseshoe Tavern, and now I'm playing there. So,
It's to promote her new album, Little Miss Twain.
yeah.
I love that.
So there you go. She's on a heater.
Congrats,
Good for her.
Shania.
She went through a rough phase with her voice and everything else, man, too.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Is Post Malone getting back into hip-hop? That is the big question, because I guess he released a tease, and it's a little more hip-hop.
Yeah, I'm hopping at the cutting, hush puppy on me. Paparazzi flocking with the magazine poking.
Yes.
Do we like this?
I've been waiting for this kind of Post Malone to come back.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. I need you guys to tell me whether I like it or not.
You love it.
Yeah.
It sounds like the older stuff. I like
Yeah.
it.
Sounds
Listen,
melodic. I like it.
I like the country mode he was in, right? But this is the Post Malone I've been missing so much.
Would it be controversial if I said I like his country stuff better?
No.
No, not at all.
Oh, I wanted to be
Let me hear this.
controversial.
Let me hear this.
Oh, boy. Yo, Posty.
All right.
Post up this song quick, son.
All
I'm
right.
waiting for that track.
I like it. I'm down.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Podcast.
now.
How many group chats are you in? According to a new survey, I'll give you the results here. How many group chats are you in? Mocha, I'll start with you. How many group chats are you in that are active group chats?
Enough.
There's like roughly how many?
Can we define how many is in a group chat? Like more than three or
more than
two?
Three or more.
Okay, cool. Thank
Otherwise,
you.
it's
Sorry.
just a chat,
Got you.
right?
Sure.
Yeah.
6, maybe?
6. All right. Chloe?
Active?
Yes.
I would probably say around the same.
6. Damon Mori?
3.
3. Shemi?
Yeah, about 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Yeah, one of them is 70 people. mind you.
The most
Sorry?
popular answer was 0.
What?
0. 35% of people have no group chats.
That they're aware of.
So 2 or 3 group chats
y'all
was
doing?
the sort of sweet spot right there. 1% have over 20 group chats, and 7% of people say that they don't know. But most people have 2 to 3
How many are
group
you
chats.
in, Roz? You didn't answer this question.
How many group chats am I in?
You can't count the one with you and Carl and Frank because it doesn't exist.
It does exist, and I'm counting it.
No, you can't. You cannot count you texting on your phone and then reaching over to your iPad to reply as Frank, and then turning to your left and replying on your MacBook
By the
as
way,
Carl.
in case you're new to this show, I have 2 best friends, Frank and Carl, that everybody...
You have to do air quotes.
Everybody in my life is convinced that they do not exist, and I've made them up for some weird reason. So I would say 3 then.
Are you so desperate for friends that you have to make them up?
Just stop.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Tom Holland, who is now free from his Marvel contract, is now able to do things that he was never able to do before. Listen to this.
What do you mean free from his contract?
So he's done, right? Like, I guess he's done with Spider-Man now.
Well, no, the new Spider-Man's coming out in 2 weeks.
But he's done. He's not filming anymore.
What about Doomsday? Unless he filmed all his parts for Doomsday.
I think he probably did, yeah.
I went skiing right after we finished this movie because, my contract's up, so finally I'm allowed to do things that I couldn't do before. So as soon as I finished, I went snowboarding, and I have an amazing photo of me FaceTiming you with blood all over my face.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I answered the phone, you just covered in blood. I was like, what are you doing? It's been
I was like, how cool is this?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Did Tom Holland just spoil something then? Because if he's done with his contract, the new Spider-Man comes out in 2 weeks. He's going to be in Doomsday, the new Avengers movie at the end of the year. And he's also supposed to be in the next Avengers movie, Secret Wars, which comes out next year. So does that mean he filmed all of his parts for all of those movies already?
It could, or it could mean the end of the contract that he was under, and now he's renegotiating.
That's what I think it is. Like, you finished filming, you've wrapped, new contract starts.
He did his 4 Spider-Man movies because he would have signed this deal eons ago. And it would have been like for all of these movies that they laid out, and it would have been 10 years of his life or 12 years of his life. And now we've got to the end of that, right? And now if they want more, they got to renegotiate with him. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So
Tom Holland,
I don't know if it's so much a spoiler as he's probably contract free, but does that mean he's done? No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. I had one of those weird contracts when I first started in television, where I wasn't allowed to snowboard, but I was allowed to ski, which was weird, right? I couldn't drive a motorcycle. I couldn't fly.
Could you ride an ATV?
No, I could not ride an ATV.
No?
I was not allowed. And I couldn't, they even put dirt bike in there in case I decided to go for a leisurely ride.
What if you want to ride a bicycle?
They also put in there, keep in mind, this was my very first contract in television, okay? I was making very little money. In the contract, it says that I was not allowed to fly in a non-commercial airliner, meaning I wasn't allowed to fly private.
Yeah, you're broke ass couldn't afford it anyway at that time.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
We talked about this in detail yesterday as to whether Senator Chuck Schumer farted on the floor of the House yesterday in the U.S.
Now on Iran and the NDAA. Is that Vietnam was worse?
One more time.
Now on Iran and the NDAA. Is that Vietnam was worse?
Yeah, the man farted.
So TMZ tried to get to the bottom of this. This is a clip from one of their reporters in D.C.
Senator Jacob with TMZ, did you fart yesterday on the Senate floor?
Thanks, everybody. Let's get back up on the sidewalk.
So he didn't answer?
He went into the car.
Damn.
That's a fart.
So I guess we'll never get to the bottom of it.
The Roz and Mocha Show
podcast.
Reality TV star Leroy Garrett, I guess he was on the, Real World Las Vegas or something like that.
Yeah,
anyway, is that who he is?
Yeah, he's part of that whole universe.
Well, he's also part of the hundreds of people who have cyclosporiasis. Cyclosporiasis.
Just say the diarrhea thing.
Thank you. He's got the diarrhea bug. And he went on, because I haven't heard from any, because remember when everybody had COVID and all the celebrities were like, guys, just stay in and do your part and save Granny. Right? Remember when everybody was doing that? But there's got to be famous people that have the diarrhea bug that's going down in the U.S., but nobody wants to do the video warning people, right?
Yeah, don't eat any lettuce.
Thank you. And then in comes Leroy Garrett.
To give you guys a little life update of what's been going on with me lately. This past weekend, I spent the majority of my time on my toilet because I contracted the parasite that's going around that's infecting people's intestines and making them have severe diarrhea. It got so bad, so I ended up going to an urgent care and letting them know the symptoms that I had. They told me I had to give them a stool test first before they could prescribe me some medication. They sent me home with the stool test and said you had to bring it back the next day. Ma'am, I don't have another day to wait. My stomach is hurting. I don't even know if I'm gonna make it back up here. Now it says that the symptoms for this parasite is explosive diarrhea. They're not lying. Explosive, vicious.
Oh, no.
You on that toilet back and forth all day and night, waking you up out of your sleep. Feel like somebody it feel like you got Timberlands in a dryer inside your stomach. Imagine putting some Timberlands in a dryer. You know what that would sound like? That's what your stomach sounds and feels like. Be careful out there, guys, because this parasite is real. I would hate to see a child catch this or I don't want to see nobody catch it.
Cyclosporiasis is what it is. And according to the CDC and the FDA, they think they know where it originated from. And you could not write a better ending. Chef's kiss to this story. You could not write a better ending. They have traced it back to the lettuce that was sold to Taco Bell.
No!
Explosive diarrhea.
Damn.
I'm never eating Taco Bell again.
It's Taco Bell.
They haven't released a statement or anything.
No,
they're not going to.
No. In the U.S., and I don't know whether suppliers here are using the same supplier that they have or whatever else, but I think our Taco Bells are good. I don't know.
Is explosive diarrhea.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Riot Fest is a giant metal, like hardcore metal music festival that happens every year in Chicago. Okay. And they do this thing where they aggressively invite sort of kitschy, weird, famous people to perform on the Riot Fest stage that would normally, you would think, should not be on a Riot Fest stage. Okay. So last year, it was John Stamos, right?
Amazing.
They finally got John Stamos.
Uncle Jesse.
They have been going after William Shatner for years to do Riot Fest. And then William Shatner finally released this video.
Riot Fest fans, Shatner here. And I've been digging around, found all those letters you sent me, and I decided you're such big fans of mine that I'm going to debut my heavy metal record at Riot Fest. And I hope you're there, and I hope I'm there. And I hope that you have my rider, and yes, don't forget my bowl of sauerkraut, if you please.
So a couple of things that he asked for is that he wants his dressing room to be called Shatner's Shag Shack. He wants 4 feet of Polish sausage, a Montreal Canadiens hockey sweater autographed by John Stamos, and a lot of other stuff. But Shatner does sing. I want to play a clip because he's done cover songs forever of popular music.
An album of them.
Right? He's got multiple where he just sort of like sing talks, but this is Shatner doing Queen.
Easy come, easy go. Will you let me go? Miss Marla. Let me go. Miss Marla. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
I don't know if I can listen to a full album of this, guys.
Just wait.
Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go.
Okay, here, I got one that you will like.
Okay.
Okay, so here's Shatner doing Sexy Boy.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Come on,
this
bro.
is a WWE superstar legend Shawn Michaels theme song that he's doing?
Yes.
I think I'm cute.
Hey.
I know I'm sexy. I got the looks that drives the girls wild. I've got the move that really moves them. I send chills up and down their spine. I'm just a sexy boy.
He did all the themes.
I'm not your boy.
Just wait.
Boy toy.
And what about this timeless classic?
No!
Your time is up.
Yeah!
You can't see me. My time is now. It's a franchise, boy. I'm shining now. You can't see me. My time is now.
Anyway, there you go.
I need to be at Riot Fest this year, bro.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Lead story today, Shem's bald.
Woo!
Hey, big up.
I bullied him into it about his hairline.
Oh, what?
Wow.
Chloe birthday?
Wow.
Do you want to know
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You want the real story? You want the real story about why I'm bald?
Well, I don't know. Chloe bullied and smacked you in the head or something?
No, it's actually quite sweet.
No, I'll make it super quick. I was at the barber, and there was a young little girl who is sick.
Yeah.
And she was really struggling with the idea of getting her hair done.
Yeah.
And I happened happened to be sitting next to her at the salon, and I said, "Hey, look, I can be bald too." And then I did it, and then she felt better.
So she was losing her hair.
She was losing her hair.
Okay, so she was going through chemo and stuff like that. She didn't have the flu.
No, yes, correct. Sorry, I didn't know how else to say it, but yes.
Now I can't make fun of you?
No.
Sounds really nice, Shem. That's super nice.
So I decided my hair is going to grow back, and I know, so I wanted to just make her feel better.
That's really nice.
I hope the world for that little girl, man. But
you disappointed?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I had a whole routine.
Okay, how about this?
Nah. You're not gonna. Not gonna happen.
Just text it to me.
Not gonna happen.
Text
it. Sorry, I mean text it to Shem.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Love that little girl. Love
Absolutely.
what you did. But man, you ruined 15 minutes of this show.
Sorry, bro.
F cancer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you know that little girl's name or no?
Yes,
what's her name?
Elise is her name.
Elise, we love you
Shout out
lots.
to Elise.
Wishing you all the best.
Her mom, Evelyn.
And her mom, Evelyn. Shem is shining up there right now.
Yeah.
It's hard to concentrate.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Man, did you see this storm out in Edmonton during that Post Malone concert?
Bro, what happened?
Bro, it's crazy. So I'm going to play the clip. So Posty's on stage, and he comes out early on in the show, and while he's telling the crowd that they want to pull him off stage, like the sky is lighting up with
Ladies
lightning.
and gentlemen, so there's lightning apparently very close. So I guess they're kicking me off the stage.
Boo.
And I suppose it's a weather delay. We're going to come back out here. But they're saying shelter in place, I guess, until they get the go-ahead.
Okay, so
we ain't scared of no thunder.
So a fan that was there left Maury a voice note, and I want to play this. This is Alvin Lee.
Well, Maury, Post Malone plays maybe 3 songs, and then they cut his music. And the stage techs won't let him keep playing. He wants to keep going. They say there's a thunderstorm happening. He's like, all right, we'll wait 20 minutes, and then we'll continue the show. People are exiting the arena, and within 10 minutes, it's literally the craziest thunderstorm I've seen in my entire life. Rain was going sideways. That is not an exaggeration. It was going sideways. There was a tornado warning. Trees were falling down outside. So after an hour of chaos, the show was canceled, and we're just bummed we didn't see Post Malone. So if you're hearing this, Posty, please come back.
Oh, he's got to make it up to Edmonton.
It was terrifying. It looked scary.
It was wild. So when Post Malone does the announcement on stage, it's just lightning. It's not yet raining, but people have ponchos on, but it's not bad. And then as he said, so 10 minutes later, everything just goes to hell. And I want to play you what it sounded like people recording on their phone.
Oh, man. It sounds like they're all dying.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's so sad.
Whoa.
Oh man, I hope Post Malone makes it back to Edmonton.
Yeah, that was wild.
The Roz and Mocha Show
podcast.
Down to San Diego, Comic-Con is going right now.
Yes.
They dropped the new trailer, I guess, for Avengers Doomsday. Here's a little bit of that.
Something's coming. Before this day is done, we shall be faced with an unthinkable decision. But mark my words, we're going to need a miracle.
Bro, I am so hyped for this movie.
Yeah.
I have read almost every single thing that has to do with Avengers Doomsday. I don't know if there's anything left to be spoiled.
Yeah. I might be done with the aesthetic.
What do you mean?
I think that's what it is. Just the aesthetic of that sort of universe where everything is there's
just all CGI.
Yeah, I think I'm not as excited about the aesthetic as I used to be.
Oh,
where I used to be blown away, but now everything just looks awesome.
Yeah,
right? There's. But I want to play this clip of James Marsden, who was Cyclops from X-Men, and he was Cyclops from X-Men super long time ago, and then I guess he's back. I've been seeing so much James Marsden pop up in shows lately, and I think I can confidently say that James Marsden makes everything better.
So true.
Oh yeah, facts.
Everything.
Yeah.
He's
Every
great.
time when he showed up in season 2 of
Your Friends and Neighbors.
Your Friends and Neighbors, the show got way better.
Yeah.
Way
He's a
better.
great
He's
actor,
so
man.
good. Here's James Marsden.
15 plus years since I put on the Cyclops costume, and now different material, different, completely different look, comic book accurate costume, but really it was just, I just couldn't believe it was happening, to be honest. There was always chat over the years that we would be coming back in some capacity, but after 10 years of that, you just think, all right, well, maybe it's just not going to happen, but this came about, and I'm just glad that, I could fit in it, I guess.
They haven't announced anyone else from X-Men who are coming back, other than
I don't know. I've not read a lot.
Patrick Stewart.
You've read everything.
And Sir Ian McKellen.
Yeah.
Like, do we think that Halle Berry makes an appearance as Storm? Does she come back?
I don't know.
as Storm?
I don't know.
We already know Frasier is back as the Beast.
Yeah.
Kelsey Grammer?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he's back.
Kelsey
you were
Grammer?
joking.
Is he back?
Yes.
Really?
He was up on stage on the weekend.
Was he?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
The other thing that I read too is that they're recasting the entire X-Men cast. So I don't know if they're doing like a multiverse type thing for future movies, because Marvel's going to be, they now have the X-Men to be able to do movies.
Yeah. I don't know, man, but yeah. So Avengers, when does that come out? December 18th is when that movie comes out.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh my God, after so many years, the construction began in 2018. The Gordie Howe Bridge between Windsor and Detroit will open today, finally.
Yay!
They had a very one-sided celebration the other day. They didn't invite any of the Americans because...
Why?
Well, the shakedown happened and they had to redo the deal, and now Canada's paying the U.S. in a way that we weren't supposed to originally, I guess.
What do you mean,
And
like
then-
under the table?
And then Carney got caught not telling the truth, and then he said the deal...
Hold on a
and then
second.
he
A
said that-
politician lying?
And then he said
Stop
that
it.
the deal was just thick. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Like
THICC?
THICC?
He's like, guys, it's so thick. Kearney, it's thick. Tolls, $8 flat fee per crossing of a car. And then you got a vehicle with a car and a trailer. So that's $8 plus $8. And then you got the big commercial trucks, which is $12 per axle.
Where does the money go?
What do you mean where the money?
Like, does the money go to Canada or the US?
Well, right now the money, a lot of the money is going to go back to pay the $1 billion that it cost to build this thing. But yeah, so it'll be split. I guess the U.S. is going to get some, Canada's going to get some, even though Canada paid for the whole thing.
Oh,
That's the way it goes. It's the way it goes. It's the way it goes.
It's mob rules right there.
It is projected, Mocha, how many cars are set to use the Gordie Howe Bridge in its first year? How many vehicles will pass over that bridge?
600,000.
600,000. Damn it, Maury.
I was going to say 500,000.
Shemi.
I'm going to say 3 million.
3 million. Chloe.
Yeah, I was saying in a year it's in the millions.
In
1.5?
1.5.
Between Detroit and Windsor?
Yes.
And this is the second bridge.
Yes.
There's another bridge.
There's already another bridge. The estimated projection for vehicles crossing the bridge in the first year is 4.5 to 5 million
That's
vehicles.
what I said.
Wow.
4.5 to 5 million. Mocha, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
How many cars are there in the world? And when I mean passenger cars, I don't mean like big trucks or military vehicles.
Cars.
Like what would be considered a passenger car? So everything from like a Yaris to like an F-150,
Thank
right?
you for saying Yaris.
Thank you. Everything in between. How many passenger cars are there in the world, Mocha?
800 million.
800 million. Shemroy, you got a different answer?
I'm going to say 1.5 billion cars.
1.5 billion cars. Damn it, Maury?
2.3 million.
2.3 million.
Million? That's it?
So you think all the cars in the world are going to go across the Gordie Howe Bridge twice this year? Chloe, do you have a sensible answer?
2 billion.
2 billion. It is between 1.4 and 1.5 billion.
Oh, okay.
Cars.
Okay,
there
that's
you
close.
go. Good job, Cheesecake.
That's enough cars.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Over in San Diego, Comic-Con is happening. Ryan Gosling was officially announced. He is going to be reviving the character of Ghost Rider.
As you know, this is a character I've wanted to play for a very long time.
So, Kevin, Josh Horowitz, Hall H, thank you.
That's great. Good for him.
And Sean Levy's directing it, the Deadpool director. Interesting, though, because Ghost Rider, the last Ghost Rider was 2007, and Nick Cage was Ghost Rider.
Mm-hmm.
And in that movie, the female lead was Ryan's wife, Eva Mendes.
Oh.
So she was opposite Nick Cage in that Ghost Rider. So who knows?
Will she come back?
Maybe she will. I don't know. That would be a weird character to reprise, though. Like, I don't even think she was like a noted character. I think she was like created. Anthony Mackie. Who's Anthony Mackie? Who does he play currently?
He's the new Captain America.
Okay, but he's not Captain America. Like, he's the new Captain America. But then there's also that other guy that wears the Captain America suit that's not Captain America.
Oh, part of the new Avengers.
No, that's the Russian girl's dad, right? He's not a Captain America.
No, but the guy that went loco when he became Captain America, then he killed the guy with the shield.
Right.
Right?
That
and then
guy.
he was exiled.
Gotcha. Okay.
But he's still part of the new Avengers.
Fair. Anyway, so here's Anthony Mackie talking about Avengers Doomsday.
I think the action sequences and the story of this movie are really unique. And I think you get a glimpse of it with the 2 trailers now that we've released. It's just like there's something very artistic about this movie in a way where everything matches and culminates in a beautiful way that gives you a feel of something much more than a Marvel movie. It's a epic.
Love it.
So I'm just excited for people to see that and experience it.
Yo, I'm hyped, man. We got the new Spider-Man this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And then Doomsday.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Is it Kalshi? It's kind of like Polymarket. Kalshi, it's one of those websites where you can literally just bet on everything. It's like a prediction market.
Okay.
So I guess there was a guy who was betting on Donald Trump's speeches and what Trump would say in his speeches.
Okay.
And this guy was going on there and he was betting and he wound up making $100,000 in bets because the guy who was making the bets was the guy who ran the teleprompter for Donald Trump's speeches. So he had the speeches ahead of time.
So is that wrong?
So
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
Very.
yeah.
Basically, that's like
Very
insider
wrong.
trading, man.
Very wrong. Very wrong. So here is Carolyn Levitt.
Well, the White House has extremely strict ethical guidelines with respect to issues like this. And as I just told you, this individual will no longer be here. He'll be on paid without pay. The administrative leave is unpaid. That was a decision by the president. So I think that speaks for itself.
Bro, you should have made some bigger bets.
Yeah.
Right? $100,000. That's all you made.
If you had all the information right there?
Yes.
How does it come out, though? Because your name's not there next to your bet. So how did anyone find out?
They investigate.
Oh, 'cause
Right?
the same guy. He should have lost a few.
I know.
Like,
I know. People don't know. They don't know how to scam, huh, Mo?
Right.
They don't know. It's a lost art on these young kids, this young generation. They don't know how to run a proper scam. You got to lose a little before you start winning a little.
Don't draw any attention to yourself.
No.
Off the trail.
No. Yes, you got to throw them off the trail a little bit.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
According to Instacart, people ordered a lot of ice cream last year. But what were the most popular ice creams that people on Instacart ordered last year? Mocha, give me the top 3.
Oh, chocolate, then vanilla, and then...
So you're saying you're going from 1 to 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so
number
you
1 is
said-
chocolate. Number
Yeah.
2 is vanilla.
Okay.
Number 3 is going to be...
This is a tough one.
Chocolate chip.
nah.
Incorrect, Mocha.
Okay.
Maury, what do you say?
I'm going to say the first one is mint chip.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Then rum raisin.
Wow, you
Ew,
are
what?
psychotic.
No.
Mint chip is at 7, by the way, which is my favorite.
It's my favorite.
Cheesecake, you got an opinion on
Yeah,
this?
it's got to go vanilla first.
Okay.
Chocolate second.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say something like a coffee flavored at number 3.
Oh, no, incorrect.
Oh.
So it goes vanilla. You a fan, Chloe?
Sorry?
You a fan of vanilla?
Yeah.
Okay, of course. Look at you.
Damn, I got this phrase.
Yeah, okay, Chloe, you a fan of chocolate?
Yeah.
Look at you. Number 3 is Chloe. You a fan of cookie dough?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at you.
That's what it was.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The suspect in the deadly Berlin Pride Parade attack that left one person dead and 29 injured was shot and killed by police after a 24-hour-long search and then confrontation yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Abdul Balaut is the guy's name, and in 2025, he went to Lebanon and I guess tried to join ISIS and then started talking to guys that he thought were ISIS and then weren't ISIS, and it was some sort of sting maybe, and then he got arrested in Lebanon and sentenced to 3 months, which to me, when you go to Lebanon and you try and join ISIS, right, like that's a big deal.
And you get 3 months?
Right? And he got 3 months. Well, he got 3 months in Lebanon, and then after his 3 months, they deported him back to Germany. And then he went back to Germany, where he was arrested by German police at the airport in Berlin. And then the German court gave him a suspended sentence for time served in Lebanon.
Bro, shouldn't you just get locked up for life?
So he got a 1 year, 10-month sentence in youth custody, and then they appealed, and then he was released from detention pending that appeal.
But he still had ISIS on the brain.
Yeah, but they were like, he apologized.
But that's not good enough.
Yeah, they literally, it was literally, he said he apologized. I apologize for trying to join ISIS.
They were like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So go on with your day.
So
Yeah.
messed up.
Oh, are you sorry? Yeah. Okay, cool. I should go.
Do you promise?
Yeah, thank you. Right? Like how? I don't get, like, I think you can say and do a lot of things, but when you actually get on a plane and fly to another country to go and join ISIS, I think that when you come back, you can't go, man, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Huge mistake.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how the guy was out, but anyway, I feel so bad to all those people at Pride in Berlin.
Yeah, man.
God, man.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I don't know how this keeps happening, but I guess maybe it's summertime and there's a lot of festivals and people out in national parks and stuff. But down in Kansas City, there was another guy who got caught inside the hole of like a porta-potty, like an outside portable bathroom.
His phone dropped, I bet.
Oh, no, worse. Way worse.
Wallet.
Way
his ID.
worse.
All of his ID.
Way worse.
Passport. His passport dropped.
Here we go.
Knocked again. The man inside said he was not going to get out. They looked inside and didn't see anybody. The lid was closed. No one was in the restroom. It kind of startled them. All of a sudden, a head popped out of the toilet and he said, "I'm in here." He told them he was retrieving a Mountain Dew bottle that he dropped in from the night before. After it was cut open, the man was able to exit the toilet. Fire department did hook up water to their truck and gave him a free shower.
Hold on a second. Yeah. He went to retrieve a bottle of Mountain Dew from the night before?
Yes, sir. Yes, he did.
Bro, you could have gone anywhere else and bought a new bottle.
Doesn't matter.
There's no logic there.
Doesn't matter.
What was inside that Mountain Dew, though?
Who knows?
It wasn't Mountain Dew.
Is there anything that could be in that bottle that would make it worth it?
No.
Then why ask the question?
For him, I bet you it was like something like cocaine or something.
No.
Moonshine.
There's no way it was just Mountain Dew.
No.
But yo, that Code Red Mountain Dew slaps hard, bro.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Where are we here? Jon Stewart and Pete Davidson are doing a comedy benefit for the 25th anniversary of 9/11. They're going to, who else is going to be there? Aziz Ansari, Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, Nikki Glazer. It's going to be called New York, NYC Still Rising After 25 Years, a 9/11 comedy benefit.
Where are they showing it?
I
It's going to be like all the networks, you think?
No, I don't think so. It depends because I know that Pete probably has a deal with Netflix, but I don't know if John has a current deal with anybody or even who's footing the bill for this thing. Whether it's going to be the city of New York who's going to foot the bill, but it's a benefit, so who knows? But it's got to be live in order to do that, I would think. They say we look forward to once again celebrating the great city's tenacity, resilience, and championship heart, and we don't only mean our New York Knicks. So that will happen. I think they're doing it on the 10th is when it's happening.
Oh, okay.
So the day before 9/11, I got to play you this clip of Pete Davidson doing an interview talking about remember when Trump hosted SNL during that first presidential run when they brought him on and he was hosting. So when you host SNL, like you get to sit in the writer's room and they run bits by you and all of this kind of stuff. But this is Trump in that room.
Like weird all week. He like faked a phone call during the table read. Whoa, hold on. What do you mean? In the middle of the table read, he has a flip phone and right as we started, he was like, hello. He goes, oh, fantastic. Okay, great. And then he hung up and he goes, hey, everybody, my book just went #1. Yeah, and I swear by life, and we were all like, yo, that phone didn't ring. And like, also, like, how did he have time to say that? Because you answered and went, yup, oh my God. That's he didn't even go, hello? Oh, wow, that's awesome, man. Like that. He was just like, hello? Oh, that's great. Oh, great. My book went #1, everybody. And we were like, ugh.
What a weirdo.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
How much do you think it costs Snoop? Like, if you are a starting out sort of like rapper, right? Or you get a little bit of shine on you, but you're not a superstar. And you're like, hey, I got this track, and if Snoop could jump on this track, it's going to like blow it right up, right? So you want Snoop to jump on, do a couple bars on a track. What do you think Snoop charges for that?
I think if Snoop knows that it's for a new artist, he'll be nice and charge like 20 grand.
Okay.
Let's just say 20 grand.
Let's say mid artist, not new artist. Let's say mid artist, established but not superstar.
75 grand.
75 grand. Okay, here's Snoop.
Like weird all week. He like faked the phone.
Nope, that's not him.
How much would it cost to get on a song if I didn't want to go that route, which obviously we want
250,000.
250?
Yeah.
What? So if somebody gives you 250,000, that means that you'll
You
jump
get
on.
about 16 bars.
16 bars?
Mm-hmm. And when it's time to do the video, I need to get another 250 up out of you.
All right. Big money.
And
Is
you,
that
only, and you only
standard?
got an hour, so get to filming.
Is that standard no matter what the relationship's like?
hell
Like, what's
no.
that like?
No, because some people get it lower. Some people get it on the house. Because if you family, how I look like sticking you up for 250 and you a new artist and you just coming out. It's either personal or it's business. If it's family, then it's personal. Then that means I can give you how much you got? I only got, don't even worry about it. We're going to work that out. But if it's business, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to your business. Who's the one putting up all that real money? I ain't talking to you, so it ain't be no disrespect. Get me to the boss so we can have a boss-to-boss talk. You dealing with a boss, give me what I want, and let's keep it pushing. And me and you maintain our relationship because it had nothing to do with you. It's boss to boss.
So $250 for 16 bars, and then $250 for 1 hour in a video. You get 1 hour to shoot Snoop in your video.
Do you
so
remember?
Get to shooting.
Okay, I'm glad Snoop said, so get to shooting.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we hired Snoop to be in a commercial for Kiss?
That's right, for
you
the radio
want to talk
station.
about get to shooting?
Yeah.
Snoop showed up, I think like 5 hours late.
Yes.
And would not start filming his portions of the commercial until someone brought him a bag of weed.
Yeah.
Be easier now.
Yeah.
True.
And it was a very basic commercial. It was Snoop sitting in like a giant throne, just reading things like
Yeah.
tweets or something like that. Because it was
From
years
fans,
ago. It
yeah.
was years ago. And part of the deal was that if you wanted Snoop, you only got him for a little bit of time, and he was going to show up late. But what we had to provide, when I say we, I mean somebody in the company had to get him a giant bag of weed, right? Which
And he would not
corporately,
start.
you could not do that anymore.
No.
But it'd be easier to get it now.
Yes, it would be easier to get it now.
But he would not
exactly.
start. Not only was he late, but he would not start until that bag of weed was like in his hand.
But also, wouldn't his normal weed be better than whatever we could get?
Yeah, but you can't travel with it.
Because he only
can't-
flew in
he
for
couldn't-
that for that time period.
Yeah, you couldn't travel.
So he had
with
to
weed.
use up that whole bag of weed before he left here.
Yeah, or not. Whatever. It was free, right? Leave it in the hotel. Like, sometimes you leave a tip for the maid.
Yeah,
right.
there you go.
That's what I'm sure Snoop's doing. Same thing, right? Same thing.
Yeah, just drop it like it's hot.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I don't know how much of this I can actually play. Cardi B teased a new song with a Missy Elliott sample in it. I don't know what the name of the song is. I don't know anything about the song. But if you can figure out what Cardi B is saying through all the bleeps, have at it.
Hold up my wrist, I'm like, wish I'm like, look, bitches been swearing they so bad. I don't see it, and can't trap me. I won't keep it. Never really hate me, so be it. Bathroom floors and these both here. Goes 3, 2 to the 1 in this bitch. I don't give a exactly what she want in this bitch. Like trucks at the club, look like Trump in this bitch.
All right.
Don't never play with me once in this bitch. Bitch, feeling none of my business. Want me to care about
So a lot of people saying Cardi B's got another summer banger on her hands with that one. I have no feelings towards it whatsoever.
Would it make you feel better if I played the unedited version?
Yes.
It would.
No.
Then you can get full
I mean, it
context.
would because I wouldn't have to show up to work tomorrow.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Suri Cruise has dropped Cruise officially from her name. So
Is that not Suri Cruise?
Suri Cruise is Tom Cruise and Katie
Oh,
Holmes'
my gosh,
kid.
yeah.
So
Holy, how old is she now?
She's in college. She's now Suri Noel. I guess this happened a while ago officially because she is going to college at Carnegie Mellon in Pennsylvania, and she's registered to vote under the name Suri Noel. But the name change didn't happen in Pennsylvania, so it would have happened in New York before college. So she's dropped it a while ago legally. And this is, I don't think now, with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, I think all the kids now have dropped Pitt from their name.
Where did she get Noel from?
I have no idea. Maybe it was her middle name. Who knows?
pretty
because
name, though.
I think all of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's kids have dropped Pitt from their name. I don't think there's any of them left that still use Pitt. They're all Jolie now. All of them dropped
Does
it.
Tom Cruise have more kids or just
No,
one?
yeah, he's got
Just
two. He's got two adopted kids too.
Oh,
that he
okay,
had
okay.
with
Connor and Isabella.
Yeah, that he had with Nicole Kidman. Which I don't know if he has a relationship with them either. I don't know where the Scientology thing works with them. I don't know whether they have the relationship with their dad or they have the relationship with Nicole. I don't know how that all works, but I suspect that they don't.
By the way, Noel comes from Katie Holmes' middle name.
It's Katie Holmes' middle name.
Oh,
There you go.
that's so nice though. I like it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jelly Roll was talking about I guess not talking about, but we know that he was saying that he wanted the divorce with Bunny XO to go amicably, right? So the details of their divorce settlement are not public, but the one thing that is public was that there's no alimony that he was going to pay to Bunny XO, and that it was a one-time confidential lump sum. So cash and property in lieu of alimony. A couple of things they had to divide were the homes, the luxury cars, and an aircraft.
Okay, come on now.
So she's got a new boyfriend already, 24-year-old.
Oh,
yeah?
Right?
Jesus.
So
how old is she?
How old's Bunny
She's gotta
XO?
be
46?
Is she?
I think so. Yeah. So she's got a 24-year-old boyfriend. The divorce was just settled. Lump sum payment. She walks out of a Rolls-Royce dealership yesterday with a $500,000 car.
Bruh.
She's 46.
That's gangster.
Isn't that not gangster?
That's so gangster.
Right? With her boyfriend, too. He was there.
Damn, Jelly.
That's a lot of car, too. And it's a nice looking car. It's a Rolls Royce with $500,000. Jeez.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Dozens of people who traveled to Canada for the FIFA World Cup have now claimed asylum, according to Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship
No,
Canada.
they didn't.
We knew this was going to happen. 175 people who had FIFA World Cup 26 on their temporary applications have now submitted asylum claims. That is a total of, so there was 111 people who traveled to Canada for World Cup. Out of that 26,000, 175 people have claimed asylum. So I guess the number's not that bad, but they were expecting it. It's just, it happens with everything. It happens with the Olympics everywhere. It just always
do?
happens.
You just say I'm not going home?
Yeah, you do, and then you claim asylum. So
out loud? Like, remember in The Office when Michael Scott stood in front of everyone and he declared bankruptcy? And he's like, I declare bankruptcy. Is it like that?
No.
Like someone just stands up in front of like a crowd and was like,
No.
I seek asylum.
No, there's a lot of paperwork involved, man. Like this is a process. So the countries where the asylum seekers are from: Bangladesh, Burundi, Colombia, Ecuador, Egypt, Ghana, Kenya, Nepal, Nigeria, Pakistan, China, and Senegal. The highest number of claimants came from Ghana with 25 people, followed by Colombia, Egypt, and Kenya with 15 each. So, yes, you have to stand and declare asylum.
I declare asylum.
Yes, that's exactly how it works. And then you're done. You're good to go.
Yeah. Get a
Right?
job.
Yep. That's it.
Find some place to live.
Yep.
Melting pot, this country.
Yep.
No?
Go get a double-double. You're Canadian now, fella. Yep.
Open a bag of ketchup chips. You belong here. Coffee crisp.
I haven't had ketchup chips in a long time. I don't buy the coffee crisp. To me, that's a stain on our heritage.
Why?
It is a terrible chocolate bar.
What?
Coffee crisp?
Coffee
It's
crisp.
not that great.
It's not great.
I like it.
So do I.
It's dry.
It's
It leaves
dry.
you thirsty.
Yes, thank you.
Doesn't every chocolate bar and chips?
Not at all.
No. A coffee crisp is like eating like a stack of saltines. And
Nah,
then,
y'all
and
are
then,
wrong.
And then it all just like you talk to somebody eating a coffee crisp and the pieces come flying out of their mouth with every sentence and breath.
Coffee crisp is the one that's left behind in the Halloween bucket.
Thank you. I
Give 'em to
agree.
me.
Because children don't want coffee.
No, nobody trades for a coffee crisp.
Yo, I will.
That's true.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Tom Holland, who has just had like such a run of spoiling Marvel movies and Spider-Man movies. And now
Don't
now that he's got one left, right, until they go into all the other stuff. But
Because
now
the new one comes out on Friday.
The new one comes out on Friday. So they caught up with him and asked him, like, which was your biggest spoiler moment?
I know that you're also somewhat notorious for spoiling things. Is there anything that if you could erase it from people's memory, is there any moment in particular that you would erase if you could?
Yeah, I remember when Infinity War was coming out, Kevin Feige, the legend, always does this thing where he rents a party bus and we drive around LA and we surprise fans in the first opening night screenings. And I thought that we were walking into a room of people that had seen the movie. I thought the movie had ended.
Got it.
And I walked on stage and I said, "Don't worry, everybody, I'm still alive." And there was this huge, like, collective sigh. And I kind of was like, wow, I thought that was going to get, like, a bigger reaction. Yeah. And then I looked at Kevin, and Kevin was like,
It's okay. We forgive you.
I wish I could go back and relive that moment.
We forgive you.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Well, no spoil. Like, he was at the, everyone was at the premiere in LA last night. So thankfully, there were no spoilers.
Yeah.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Sean Astin, who was Rudy. Sean Astin, who was in Stranger Things. Sean Astin, who was in Goonies. Sean Astin, who was in Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Talks about how much he made from Lord of the Rings, because after Lord of the Rings had really wrapped, he was broke at the time and had to actually sell his home.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because we always talk about how little people make in movies. Everybody assumes everybody's making millions of dollars in movies when the reality is they're just not, unless you are a huge star.
And those movies killed.
They killed. But back in the day, if you remember, Peter Jackson shot all three of those movies at once.
So you can't negotiate for salary per each one then?
No. So it's not like number one came out and then it made $1 billion, because the whole franchise made $2.9 billion worldwide. So they shot all three of them at once, which meant that nobody could renegotiate in between movies. Sean Astin, who was Sam in the movies, he was a huge role in the movies. Yeah. He was paid $75,000 per movie.
That's it?
He made $250,000 for the entire franchise.
Yo, he don't get nothing after that, though?
Orlando Bloom made $175,000.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did, for all three movies. Is that not crazy?
But they don't.
He said he's financially fine now. He's got Netflix money. He's got everything else.
No, like after the movie started, Peter Jackson, they couldn't be like, "Yo, let me break you off a little something."
Your deal is your deal.
Like, you guys helped this movie become what it became.
No, and then they say, "Cool, go get a good agent who can capitalize on this, and go make your $1 million on your next movie." But for this movie, you're going to make $250,000 for all three of them. Crazy, right?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I want to play you this clip. It was going around last week while we were on vacation, and it's just fascinating. So it's a professor talking about how he put a question on a test, and it's hard to hear because people put piano behind their videos for some stupid reason. But he put something in white font on there that you couldn't see when you read the question. But if you copy and paste it into ChatGPT, ChatGPT would know that writing is there. Right? So here he's going to explain what he did off the top, but he had 35 students and 32 of them did this.
32 of my 35 students between two classes failed a portion of their midterm because they all used AI to generate their entire response. And apparently they didn't proofread it. Let me show y'all how I picked up on it. So this discussion post was a portion of my students' midterm, and if you look, it looks normal, right? But if you copy and paste this and look closely, in white ink, I hid, placed the word Madagascar somewhere in the response in a way that makes no sense. But if you uncopy and paste it, you can't see it. So if Madagascar was somewhere in my student's response in a way that did not make sense, I knew that they copied and pasted the entire thing. So yeah, 32 out of 35 students failed a portion of their midterm, and that's how.
No.
So students, if you're going to use AI to generate the entire response, at least reread it. At least try to ensure that it makes a little bit of sense.
They didn't even
try to put it in your own words. Something.
They didn't even proofread.
They just copy paste,
and it was like
it
was like an economics paper, and then the word Madagascar would just randomly show up. Wow. Right? In an inappropriate spot. 32 out of 35 students didn't even proofread.
But I guarantee you, all 32 of those students don't even care, and they'll keep doing the same thing.
Yeah.
32
of 35?
That's right, yeah.
And the other 3 may have done the same thing, but only caught it.
For sure.
It's very well could be 35 of 35.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell your friends, eh?
32 didn't even proofread it.
But those 3.
I know they didn't tell the rest.
Yeah.
Is that a rap move?
Yeah.
Is that what this conversation is?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Scientists say they discovered a new color.
Huh?
So 5 people have experienced what scientists say is a brand new color called Olo, thanks to an experiment that involved firing laser pulses into their eyes.
That's not safe.
Bro, wait for this. The method, it allowed them to see a vibrant hue described as, quote, blue-green of unprecedented saturation. Researchers say that they tricked the eye into, quote, seeing a highly saturated teal, a peacock green, the greenest of all greens, the greenest green they've ever seen.
Is that a Dr. Seuss?
Thank you. The scientists produced this color by shining lasers into the eyes and stimulating one type of color-sensitive photoreceptor called cones. If this is confusing to you, let me explain it the way they did. They break it all down.
Please
okay?
do.
They say human eyes have long, middle, and short wavelength sensitive cones called L, M, and S cones. The M cones are sandwiched between the L and S cones, so when the M cone gets tickled, so are the L and S cones.
You only tickling my cones. I didn't ask for that.
They do add, it is more saturated than any color seen in the real world, and it can't be reproduced.
So you have to get
5 people saw this new color?
And they said they saw this new color.
So how do we see it?
No, they're only saying that because they got the cones tickled.
Okay. So here, finally, John Berber, who is a vision researcher, chimed in to try and make sense of all of this and their research. He says that these kinds of studies have, quote, very limited value. Thank you. He goes on to explain everything because I know it's very confusing. So he says this, it's not a new color. It's a more saturated green that can only be produced in a subject with normal red-green chromatic mechanisms when the only input comes from end cones.
Oh.
Thank you.
How do we get our cones tickled?
But somebody claims that they've reproduced it and they're selling a gallon of it for $10,000.
Oh, my.
I love people. It's the best. They tried to reproduce. I saw a square of it in the article. They tried to reproduce it. It looks like
green.
It looks like teal, right? Like it's just But anyway, so only 5 people have seen this color.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
There's a new show called Restaurant Impossible on Food Network. Restaurant Impossible Last Call, where they go to restaurants that are struggling. The format, $20,000. They redo their branding, their menus, do whatever they can for the restaurant to help these people out, right? So it is Jen Ag, who is a woman who runs a bunch of restaurants in Toronto, General Public, Bar Vendetta, all of those places. So Maury sits down and does an interview with her. Maury sends me all the clips, but there's one that I want to focus on because Maury's interview turned into a vented moment.
Roz and Mocha's vented moment! Get it off your chest.
And I was actually talking about this the other night.
See?
Really?
Yes. So here's Dan Maury with one of the hosts of Restaurant Impossible Last Call, Jen Ag.
All right, so here's my thing. When did it become a thing at restaurants where if I want something to go, like I'm eating my meal and I want the rest of it to go.
We're going to agree.
that you're bringing me the takeout container and I have to do it myself. I remember back in the day, they would take the plate, package it for me, put it in a nice bag, and I would go. There's nothing more awkward than spooning something into the takeout container myself.
Absolutely not.
Wow.
We agree. So first of all, what restaurants are you going to? Because at good restaurants, that shouldn't, it maybe does happen on occasion, but it really shouldn't at a certain level. I do not want to pack up my own food. And I think there's this, it happened during COVID. I think we can all acknowledge that that's where the change happened, where it's like, oh, I can't touch your food.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's not good service. First of all, are you going back there and picking up the ravioli with your hand and putting it in the duck and wrapping up the foil? Like, that's not how you pack takeout. You know, either you're spooning it in with a clean spoon or you're just sort of elegantly dumping it into the tin foil and closing it. But I just cannot stand packing up my own food. So we agree.
But like, they put my food on my plate, but then they don't want to touch it after I've touched it. Is that the thing?
But they carried the food to you at the beginning of your meal anyway.
But
so how's that any different?
But my saliva is still on the plate when the lady takes it away.
No, I don't think it has to do with any of that.
I think that they're too busy in the kitchen and they don't have time for you.
Exactly.
So you don't think it's a health and safety thing?
Not at all.
I think that they can say it's a health and safety thing,
but it's not.
I think it's a lazy thing. But also, trying to scoop in the box is never big enough. I got a big, giant, round plate and a tiny little box, and I'm supposed to get it all in there? No.
And you're balancing it?
Shut up, Shem.
Quickly.
Oh, come on.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Quickly, before we go, there was a big KFC auction, and I guess they found one of Colonel Sanders' old ties, like a string tie.
The black bow tie?
The black string tie. So somebody bought that, and then somebody...
Wait, how did they could prove that it was...
Yeah, I guess there's an archive and a museum and all this stuff. And then somebody paid $30,000 for one of his personal day planner journals from 1964 that had the recipe written down. This was the thing that was...
herbs and
this
spices?
was the thing that was... There was a lawsuit about this years ago in the early 2000s where they sued and then the judge threw the case out. But they said that was the original sort of recipe. So somebody paid $30,000 for that.
So they're going to post it online at some point. Well, I'll have
It's already online.
It's been online.
Oh.
It's been online, yeah. But they said it wasn't, and then there's no amounts on the list and all of this other stuff. So $30,000 though.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
There's going to be some wild stuff going on in Washington this morning.
Why?
So Dr. Fauci, remember him?
Oh, yeah.
He was the coronavirus guy, and then he stepped down, and when Biden stepped down, he pardoned him for
lying,
like for the end of time, like for anything, right? So
for all the things.
He's testifying under oath today in front of the Senate under subpoena, and Senator Rand Paul is expected to question him about the COVID-19 origins, research funding in Wuhan, and statement from Fauci's private diary, which were just released. So they just released Fauci's private diary, like thousands of pages of his diary, which is a violation, but whatever.
But why is he keeping a diary?
Exactly. So Rand Paul has long believed the theory that the virus emerged from that lab in Wuhan rather than spilling over from animals to humans from the wet markets. Remember the wet markets?
Yeah. We were all told it was from a bat.
Right, and all those videos. So the journal entries are from December 2019 to December 2022. So COVID heavy, right?
Yeah.
So in January 2020, Fauci wrote this. We know the market was not the source. It was the amplifier. And then he referenced a call in which several top infectious disease experts thought the coronavirus might not have originated in nature. So that was in his journal. And yet...
Guy, why didn't you say none?
And yet, at that time, you could not say lab. Right?
Yeah.
Like you were being canceled if you said lab. And then he was very into his own fame, like in the journal, like he's talking about how Brad Pitt and like everything else. He goes, the situation with my national and international fame is explosive and really unimaginable. It is not hyperbole to say that today I am the most famous and talked about person in the country and one of the most recognizable people in the world.
Oh, ego on this guy.
Whoa.
Dear diary. Right?
Does it say anything in there when he called into the Roz and Mocha show?
No. So he wrote he wrote in his diary, and this is the thing that a lot of people are like, So in his diary, he wrote that he had a pulmonary infraction, which is lung tissue death due to a blockage. And they found it on CT scans. And this happened on June 2021, which was 6 months after he got his first COVID-19 vaccine. And whether that was a side effect of the vaccine has not been proven, but what is known is that he kept that a secret. Right? So all of this now
he's going to be asked about
is
it.
what's going to happen on the Senate this morning. So it's going to be like Fauci, who's slick and good at this stuff, and then the other guy, this Rand Paul guy, who hates him, and he's the one that released the diary. Right. And so it's going to be Fauci under oath, and these two are just going to go at it over. It's great to be like a good old fashioned COVID debate. We haven't had one of these in a real long time, man. It's going to be good.
If it weren't for him, we wouldn't have got this.
I know. Coronavirus really hit Cardi B hard, huh?
Yeah.
Right?
Government.
She did some great stuff on social during
You put her on the map.
Oh, it was great.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Nicholas Hoult, who
Mad Max.
He was in Mad Max, Fury Road. He's in a bunch of stuff too. I like the guy, but I guess what happened is that when they were rebooting Batman with Robert Pattinson, he was in the running. Remember that where they were like, who's going to be the new Batman? It was like, who's the new James Bond? And nobody really knew who it was going to be. And Nicholas Hoult was like, his name was in the mix. But listen to how he found out that he was not Batman.
You know, a week before we did the Batman test, I was driving in my car and I had the radio on, and they were talking on the radio about how Rob was going to be the new Batman. And I was like, it's not confirmed yet. I was like, I'm auditioning next weekend. I was like, give me a chance.
Oh, no.
That's the worst.
Like, you got to get a call from the agent and be like, bro, you didn't get it.
They don't tell you that.
He didn't even get to audition. His audition was Saturday.
Pattinson was so good. They were like, sign here, sir.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Macaulay Culkin making a ton of news today, which is really wild. Good for him. So there was a guy named Matt Maloney, and he was on a podcast called The Town, which is like a big showbiz kind of thing. And apparently Macaulay Culkin is like a big sought-after hot deal right now.
Really?
By Disney. Listen to this.
I got a tip the other day that there was a very interesting sighting on the Disney lot. Macaulay Culkin was there, and he's talked about having an idea for a new Home Alone, and Disney is like salivating.
What?
They want, like, you think right now of the Culkin brothers that Kieran would be the hot one since he just won an Oscar. Macaulay Culkin is having his ass kissed like nobody's business. They're offering him another movie, like he could do his own passion project if he would also do another Home Alone. And they have a good idea. I've talked to people who have heard it, and it's a really good idea for a Home Alone reboot with Macaulay Culkin. If that happens and they restart the Home Alone franchise, that would be gigantic.
Wow.
So obviously it's like in the future, he's the parents and his kids get Home Alone.
I don't want this. I thought that the idea, and they would never do it because you could never do that to the brand. Yeah. But I thought the best thing to bring Macaulay Culkin back for a Home Alone is to have him as grown up, McAllister, and the movie should be a horror film.
But then it's a whole different franchise.
But it's Kevin Home Alone
with monsters.
People trying to break into the house to legit say it's the same movie.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's the same movie.
Like The Strangers.
Yes, but only it's like The Strangers, right? Like everything about the movie is identical. Only it's The Strangers as opposed to slapstick.
Yeah, they would never do that.
They would never. Yeah. They would never destroy the.
They want it all lovey-dovey.
Yes,
also,
I get
no Catherine O'Hara, right?
I know. Thank you. Yeah. Yes.
The
Roz and Mocha Show
podcast.
In a new BBC documentary, 4 women have accused Jared Leto of criminal sexual misconduct. with allegations. All the offenses happened when they were all teenagers.
Oh my God.
One of the women says that she was sexually assaulted in a motel room when she was 17. Another says that he threatened her with sexual assault when she was 19, when she was unexpectedly left alone with him in a hotel room. A third describes that she was in California. They had sex when she was 17. A fourth woman said that he abused his celebrity status by making repeatedly sexually explicit phone calls to her when she was 16, and then she was subsequently sent an NDA, which is a non-disclosure agreement for her to sign to prevent her from ever talking about their relationship. Four other women also say that they received strange and often sexual phone calls from Jared Leto when they were all younger. One of them says that when she was 14, Jared instructed a security guard to take her backstage at a music festival, having made a comment about her breasts during an autograph signing. The girl's mother went with her and confronted Leto, and then he repeated the comment to the mother.
What?
All the women say that these encounters happened between 2002 and 2016 when Jared Leto was in his 30s and 40s. So that's a new BBC documentary.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
They are calling it Project Sunrise, and Qantas Airlines just launched the world's longest nonstop commercial passenger flight. So it's scheduled to officially begin operations in October, but the flight will connect Australia's east coast to both London and New York City. The record-breaking test flight happened yesterday, where the modified Airbus completed a historic marathon flight flying nonstop from Melbourne to Toulouse, France, staying airborne for 24 hours and 24 minutes.
No, I ain't doing it. I can't do it.
So because they normally on these routes have to stop to refuel, they say that it'll take between 4 and 5 hours off that regular flight if you're flying from Melbourne to New York or Melbourne to...
So they have enough fuel to power this.
Yeah, it's a brand new
plane
it's a brand new
for 24 hours?
fuel tank that they
But
built.
do they have enough booze?
Yeah, really. The plane is massive.
It has to be.
It is massive.
I can't. Listen, I would love to go to Australia.
24
I'm never going to go, though.
Hours on a single flight.
The only time I think you could ever get me to fly to Australia, Asia, like any of those places, I have to be knocked out.
Yeah.
I could be sleeping the whole time.
You could go to Japan because the trick with going to Japan is that you can fly to Vancouver and do like a couple days in Vancouver, right? And then you fly there. It becomes
But then
a much
how long is
shorter
the flight
trip.
from Vancouver to Australia?
Yeah, it's long. But
More
it's
than
just
5 hours?
Yeah, it's just like how people have going. It's just like how
Isn't it
people
the
have
complete other way?
going to. It's just like how people have going to Hawaii. Right?
How long is Hawaii?
Well, Hawaii, you got to do. You do 5 hours to LA, and then it's 5 hours to Hawaii
on the same
day.
day.
On the same day, yeah. So that's 10 hours.
I did 12 hours to Israel once.
Yeah,
I did 12 to Dubai, yeah.
It's no joke. Like all those flights, like I've done Moscow and I've done Egypt, and I can't do those long flights, man.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Sometimes I get the impression that Canada's not a real country when you read stuff like this. So the federal government just announced that it's lifting its limit on how many Canadians can apply online to renew their passports. Okay? Sure.
Okay.
Fair enough. So you get a picture, you can upload it, and you can now renew your passport as long as it's going to expire within 6 months or it's already expired. Did you know that up until right now at this very moment, a maximum of 2,000 people could submit their applications online per day?
That's it?
That's it.
And then what happens?
Effective.
It shuts down?
How?
No, then like if you get denied or you're not allowed,
No,
then you have to go.
You got to go the next day.
Yeah,
you got to try the next day, or
you have to go to the office.
Place.
Wow.
But they could only accommodate 2,000 people per day.
No, that's
how? Everything else in the world can accommodate infinite people doing infinite things on infinite websites.
Are they trying to avoid like any type of scam?
No, because they just opened it up, and now they're like, hey, guess what? Everybody can do it.
Well, because they got like a new printer or something that can go faster.
Like how are we not able to process that?
I know.
That you have to limit it to 2,000 people. It's crazy. Anyway, so now everybody can. So eligible Canadians will no longer have to wait for an online application spot to become available. Canadians can only apply online within that certain date when your passport is about 6 months away from expiring.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
We got to play this clip of SNL star Marcelo Hernandez, who I really like a lot. So he was at the Taylor Swift wedding, and he's on Watch What Happens Live, and he's on Watch What Happens Live with Kevin Hart. And
because they're in that new movie together, 72 Hours,
which is which is great. So here are the two of them.
What can you tell us about Taylor and Travis's wedding? What was the most surprising thing you saw at the wedding?
The most surprising thing I saw at the wedding was Tom Cruise. I got to talk to Tom Cruise, and he grew up in a house full of women, and we got to relate about that. And I think just being around like athletes that I look up to, and it was like the ESPYs before the ESPYs.
Oh, you saw more than that because you were sending me videos.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You were sending me videos. You like, Kev, I can't believe this. There's no phones allowed, but look, I snuck mine in. Right? Remember?
I didn't do that. Hey, yo, Trav, I did not do that.
Yeah. Remember? You were like, yo, Kev, look, this is crazy right here.
Oh, no.
That movie, by the way, 72 Hours, is my nightmare.
Yeah.
It is my nightmare.
I haven't watched it yet. I gotta watch it this
it's
weekend.
Kevin Hart, who's like a 50-year-old guy, ad exec, who his boss tells him that he's out of touch with the youth. And so he somehow manages to get himself on a bachelor party in Florida. I think it was Florida, with a bunch of like Gen Zers. So it's this old guy hanging out and learning from the Gen Zers. And it is so cringe that you don't realize like how old you are until you watch this movie.
But you feel that way every day here.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, you can hang with me and my friends.
Sure.
Jesus. Anyway, 72 Hours. It's streaming right now. Watch it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Diddy gets a little more time shaved off his prison sentence, so he's now scheduled to be released January 24th, 2028. This is up a month from his previous release date of February 23rd, 2028. This new date comes on the heels of news. I don't know if you saw this, but he got into a prison fight with another inmate, and then they threw him in the hole. He got solitary confinement.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, but I guess it didn't affect this. They didn't add more time, or they didn't punish him other than solitary.
I wonder what the fight was over.
No idea. Diddy, he was, let's remind everybody, sentenced to 50 months in prison after being convicted of prostitution-related charges last summer. It's not good.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I want to play this clip of Alan Richson. He's Reacher, the huge guy that got in that. Remember, he got in the motorcycle fight.
Yeah, beat up his neighbor.
The stupid neighbor. And in another interview, he was talking about how his kids are so traumatized by that whole experience that they don't ride with him anymore.
Oh no!
Yeah, which sucks. And also, his motorcycle's still broken. Like, he hasn't been able to fix it because there was just like so much custom things on the bike that so he doesn't have his motorcycle, and his kids won't ride with him anymore. But he's telling another story. I don't know how this guy gets into so much weird stuff, man. He's got so many stories as an adult of like having to beat guys up.
Right. People just keep pressing him.
Yeah, but I don't. But like, if you're gonna press somebody, like, why are all these people picking fights with this guy? He's a monster.
Because he's probably the problem if it keeps happening.
I don't know.
So here's Alan Richson talking about another time he had to beat guys up.
I had somebody shoot themselves in the leg while I beat their ass for breaking into my car.
Oh my God.
Because I was like, well, I'm going to go take care of this group of people. There's a group of people breaking into the car and starting in on my house, and they didn't know that I was in there. And I went after him, and a guy shot himself in the leg trying to fend me off. And there wasn't 1 second where I was like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. I was like, this is exactly what I need to be doing. And this is exactly what this guy gets. There's nothing, it's very Reacher. Like, there's nothing in me that hesitates or gives a about like people taking on people who, deserve it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, like, that gene doesn't exist.
He's like Batman.
Is he still the problem? Is he still the problem, Chloe?
No. I take it back.
No. Yeah, he is Reacher.
He really is.
Yeah, I know, which is wild.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Shania Twain, there was a call I remember a couple of years ago when Brad Pitt was going through some like real bad press with Angelina Jolie, and then also Brad Pitt, when he turned 60, that maybe Shania would take out the reference to Brad Pitt because he's no longer like the young hot stud in That Don't Impress Me Much.
Okay, so you're Brad Pitt. That don't impress me much.
Right?
Classic
So
choice.
got the looks
Classic.
So Shania Twain answers that very question.
I've never met Brad Pitt, and I just don't know whether he's avoiding me because he's offended that I put him in the lyric of the song, or whether he's just never heard the song before. That's not possible. I wouldn't take Brad Pitt out of the song. Maybe I would add some people. I would add Harry Styles. I would definitely add That Don't Impress Me Much. Who do you think you are? Harry Styles.
Sound like you got a crush, girl.
I don't think it's the same.
I'd say Harry Styles, current Harry Styles right now, not even in the same league as Brad Pitt was. Brad Pitt in his prime.
Agreed.
Not even in the same
I wouldn't say no.
league.
Agreed.
Yeah, no, not even close.
But Brad Pitt didn't even know his name's on.
You don't think so?
Or he probably knew from before and like completely forgot about it, and now it's like making news again.
You don't think for 1 second?
Like he probably forgot about
on the set of one of those Ocean's movies that Clooney and Matt Damon weren't goofing on him?
Oh, probably.
Right?
Hey, mister, that don't impress me much.
Thank you.
You don't impress me.
Thank you.
I'd be screwing up all his lines
yeah.
during filming. As soon as he says something, I'd be like, yo, you don't impress me.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I found this list of people online talking about when they've met celebrities in real life and they turned out to be jerks. And I always take these things with a grain of salt because sometimes it's just one bad encounter and you don't know what's going on with somebody. And oftentimes I just don't believe them at all. I think people just make up stories. But there's one on here where I was like, oh, yeah, that happened. So Will Ferrell's on here. Somebody said he was a complete jerk when they encountered him. They didn't even know it was him because he was all dressed in ski gear. Ariana Grande's on the list. Somebody said that they paid $300 to meet Millie Bobby Brown, and all she did was say hello to her. Somebody else said that Taylor Swift rolled her eyes at them in 2019. But then I get to this one because all of these I'm like, oh God, whatever, right? But then I get to this one, Morgan Freeman,
the great Morgan Freeman,
and the story goes like this. Quote, my brother-in-law served Morgan Freeman popcorn at our local movie theater. He attempted to compliment Morgan Freeman, to which Morgan replied, butter my damn popcorn.
Yes. So perfect.
I'm Morgan Freeman.
Tell me that story is not 100% true.
100% accurate.
100%
I believe
accurate.
it. I believe it. Butter my damn popcorn. I'm Morgan Freeman. Come on now.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
This is from ESPN with regards to the Kawhi Leonard Toronto Raptors trade. So the NBA investigation into whether the LA Clippers circumvented the salary cap to pay Kawhi Leonard could drag into 2027 if the parties don't agree on the findings or any proposed settlement that involves punishing the team. Now, the trade could be processed because of the investigation into the Clippers allegedly paying Kawhi Leonard with money through sponsorships that violates the NBA rules. The NBA won't approve the deal until the investigation is concluded. It's taking longer than expected and could run well into 2027. The season is supposed to start in October, and this would be very awkward because if it's not a done deal, that means that Brandon Ingram and Grady Dick are still Toronto Raptors, and Kawhi Leonard is still a Clipper come the start of the season.
After all that.
And then if the deal is then finalized in January, then they do the switch 'em.
Yo, what if Ingram and Dick already moved? Like, what if they
already did?
Yeah.
Right? You can't get a refund from 2 men in a truck?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Like, that's so awkward. But also, that's what happens when your organization, when your people do really, really shady things.
I know.
Like, I don't...
But Grady Dick didn't do anything wrong.
No. I feel bad for Grady Dick and Brandon Ingram, but this is what happens when... Like, I don't even feel bad for the Raptors. They made the trade with the guy knowing the investigation was going on.
But can they not cancel the trade?
I think you can.
They could rescind it, but that would be even more awkward.
Even more awkward.
Right? They're back for good. Well, at least until they trade them again.
But we did so many goodbye videos for Grady and Brandon.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Well, I'll start working on your welcome back, guys, video.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The San Jose Sharks locked in Macklin Celebrini How old is he, by the way? Is he?
He's gotta be 18.
Is he 20 yet?
I don't think so.
No.
My kid loves him.
So Macklin Celebrini, who was our number one pick in 2024, just signed with San Jose a 5-year, $94 million extension. That is $18.8 million a year that runs through the 2031-32 season. He had 45 goals, 70 assists last year, bumped the team 34 points in the standings since he started catching fire. So that is an incredible payday for a 20-year-old. My
Isn't
God.
he? Oh, I think he's on the. Did he make the cover of the new
yes.
NHL 2K?
Yeah, yeah.
Frig.
I know.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So more on the Jelly Roll and Bunny XO divorce. Remember we were saying how it was amicable and that Jelly, they didn't want to fight and he wanted
You're my best friend. You're my best friend.
You're my best friend. And then we had said that instead of alimony, Jelly gave Bunny XO a lump sum of investments, property, the plane, and cash. And then the next day she showed up at the Rolls-Royce dealership with her 24-year-old boyfriend and spent $500,000 on a car.
Gangster.
So the next day, they unfollowed each other on Insta.
The ultimate betrayal.
So now you know it's official.
It's official. I think that car is what put it over the edge.
Yeah.
No,
I
it was the unfollow.
No, the unfollow
happened
after the car.
Yeah, that's the big thing, the big tell.
No, I said the car is what put them over the edge.
To unfollow each other.
Because you're like, oh, I'm amicable. Oh, we're best friends. Oh, we're nice. Here, let me give you some money. We're going to settle this like adults, like grown-ups, like people who love each other. And then she brings a 24-year-old boyfriend to buy a $500,000 car. That's messy.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
BTS is skipping out on the Grammys this year to protest. So they're not submitting any of their songs for Grammys, and they apparently won't show up because the Grammys added the Best Asian Pop Music Performance category. And so each member of the BTS shared a message on social saying, I hope music itself can be heard and loved rather than being distinguished by region or language. The Academy CEO, Harvey Mason Jr., said in a statement that he was saddened by BTS pulling out of the Grammys, saying that the category was added to celebrate the depth, diversity, and extraordinary growth of pop artists coming out of Asia. So they thought they were doing a good thing. BTS was like, no, it's not. But they do best foreign language film at the
Oscars.
Oscars, right? I'm not saying that it's foreign language, but there are categories like world music categories and kind of this
Spanish
kind of thing.
and the Grammys as well.
Spanish.
I understand why
Spanish at the
BTS
Grammys.
feels that way. But on the flip side, like, if the Grammy, like, if anywhere was like, like best Guyanese or, anything like that.
Best Guyanese.
Guyanese talent.
Yeah.
Your nominees are Mocha and Shem, and then Mocha wins. You don't think I'd celebrate that?
I would. I would celebrate with you. I think that the reasoning, though, of getting so bent out of shape is because I think that the Grammys wants to celebrate them, but they don't want to celebrate them in the main categories. And just much like how a lot of the rappers are like, I don't want to win the Grammy for rap artist. I want to win album of the year.
Correct.
Nominate me for album of the year. So I think I think that it's the same kind of thing. It's how a lot of the rappers, have a real bent out of shape about the Grammys because they stick them only to the rap categories as opposed to the main categories. I think that may be what BTS is sort of that.
Like if they're not nominated for like best pop song.
Right.
Or best pop album.
Now they're going to be best Asian pop song as opposed to, any of the big four. Record of the year, album of the year, song of the year.
Imagine they lost in that category.
Yeah. Well, there is a lot though. Like that's the whole thing. Is they are right that there is a ton of music from Asia now, like a ton. So no BTS at the Grammys.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Anthony Fauci testifying in front of state's U.S. Senate yesterday was wild. So the accusations is that Fauci used NIH money to funnel through NGOs to do what they call gain of function research on coronaviruses and a whole sorts of other viruses, right? And in the lab, and that he also was working with researchers in Carolina on ways of doing this kind of research that would make it undetectable, right?
Keep it a secret.
Which he had denied, that that would make it seem like it was from nature, not from people.
Got it.
Is what I mean by undetectable. And then when did he know it was from the lab? Because he said for a very long time that it was from the wet markets and all this stuff. So he has immunity. So he can't, like, he's got the immunity idol, right? Because Biden pardoned him. So he's facing no prosecution, which means that legally he can't really take the fifth. But this is what happened yesterday when they were questioning Anthony Fauci.
What day of the week is it today?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
What color tie are you wearing?
On the advice of counsel,
no.
I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
What color's the carpet in front of you?
Oh, come on.
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
Let's just get one thing straight. You don't have any rights under the Fifth Amendment because you've been pardoned, as you very well know. As the Supreme Court has been clear for a century and more, Brown versus Walker, 1896, when he has been pardoned, he may not stand upon his privilege.
Facts.
You know that. Your lawyers sitting behind you now shifting nervously in their chairs. They know it. This isn't about the Constitution. This isn't about the law. This is about contempt. Contempt for this body and contempt for the American people.
I was watching a lawyer talk about this on CNN, and which really should have been the platform if you're going to find a friendly lawyer, and they all agreed that this just made things way worse. Like, way worse for Fauci.
Couldn't even say today's Wednesday.
He didn't say anything. And the other thing was that Fauci had a lawyer with him at that desk, which is also not allowed. And then I guess at the end of it, the lawyer started really chirping. And then so here's Rand Paul talking to his lawyer.
But the attorneys are not recognized. In fact, the attorney was told not to sit at the table, and he's not obeying that recommendation. There's a row behind you, sir. That's where you were told to sit, and you're not. Ooh. And now you're disrupting the proceedings. And so, look, this is the way Anthony Fauci wants to be remembered. For a lawyer not listening to the rules. That's the way you want to be remembered, and that's what you're going to do. You are not recognized, sir.
Damn. To your face, bro.
Security, please remove him from the room.
So they kicked his lawyer out. And, of course, as all of this is going on, it was hours of Fauci just pleading the fifth. Everybody was responding to everything with that clip from 2003 from the Dave Chappelle show.
I plead the fifth.
Sir, will you tell us about the cartels you dealt with in your time as a crack cocaine dealer?
No, but I can tell you that I plead the fifth.
Yo, this is a classic
skit. Earn in your time as a crack cocaine dealer.
There, I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question.
Did you?
I have a secret document that I think you need to say.
Anyway,
classic.
That was such a classic. People were loving that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So at an anime convention in southern China, a lot of cosplayers, lady cosplayers, were evicted for selling feet juice.
Ew. What?
So they're all dressed up as their anime characters.
Do I want to know what feet juice is?
And then there's a couple different ways to do it. So there was one lady who was sitting in her chair, and she had a clear bucket in front of her, like a plastic Rubbermaid.
Yeah.
And it was full of water and lemon slices. And she sat on a chair with her feet in this bucket.
Yeah.
And guys would come up and take a paper cup and scoop water out of her bucket and pay $7 for it, and then they would drink it or keep it or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they banned the practice now of selling feet juice, but the same thing happened at an anime convention. God, anime fans are the weirdest people in the world. I'm sorry. The same thing happened at an anime festival in the U.S. in May, where those ladies were selling feet juice between $10 and $30 a cup. And there was one woman sitting on a chair, and she just had like a cooler, like a camping cooler
with her feet
full of Gatorade. And then guys would line up and she would just take a foot out of the Gatorade and let it drip off her heel into their mouths.
Well, I mean, for $30, that's what you should do.
That's the premium product right there.
Yeah.
So
This is guys' problems. We're the weirdos.
Yes. Oh,
Agreed.
I know.
It's us.
Yes.
Shem walking around that convention like,
I love juice. Juice makes me happy.
Also, I will
Yes.
say this though, in the world of fighting for equality, this is one of those rare moments of where you realize that you found something that is a woman exclusive, right?
Yeah.
No woman is going to pay to suck Gatorade off the foot of a man.
No.
Right? That's a woman's only job right there.
Yeah.
Wait,
No
hold
man
on.
is ever going to take her job. No man is ever going to take her job. But yeah, $30 a cup. And she was just letting it fall off. No cups even. Like it was just right
Like
off the
heel
right
into
off the right off the heel.
Nothing like a cold cup of juice.
No, quickly before we
Nothing like a cold cup of juice.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Usher doing more Usher things. So after the controversy over the weekend where he brought that lady up on stage who didn't want to be dry humped by a married man, Usher had a message when he was on stage to all the ladies in the crowd.
Don't bring your ass up here if you don't want to be here. Alright. I'm just looking for one sexy lady tonight that want to share the stage with me.
So he said,
Me too. Hey Chris, you find one over there? I'm gonna take my time to find the right one on the right side.
he said, don't bring your ass up here if you don't want to be here.
oh,
Is
okay,
what he said. So it was a warning to everybody that if you're going to get up here, you're going to get freaked. Right?
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.